What is up, everybody? To Reverse TV today. And we're going to talk about this controversy concerning Sonic Colors Ultimate that's been going over the past, this whole weekend. It's been trending on Twitter like for at least like 2 days now about this Sonic Colors Ultimate game, which is coming out. What some people got to play it early if you bought like the special edition, you get to play it early, but it's coming out within like maybe a few days from now, though, soon. And it's just some crazy stuff because it's been reported that this game is extremely unplayable on Nintendo Switch. It has just full of glitches and bugs as to the point that it's unplayable. I haven't seen like some screenshots or video clips where it's almost like seizure inducing because so many colors pop up at once, and it's definitely super glitchy. But apparently, there's been somebody like with this guy right here. He says. So apparently, a dude used a user emulator to run Sonic Colors Ultimate, which resulted in all the super weird glitches. Makes a lot of sense and caused such an uproar that it led to Nintendo refunding money for a game that isn't actually that glitched out. Bro, the lawsuit. Yeah, if you don't know what yuzu is, that's an emulator or a emulator that you can run these Switch games on PC. So it's not the official Nintendo Switch. It's not none of it's official by Nintendo. So I can see, like you said, the lawsuit. That is a humongous lawsuit in the making. You're using emulated software, which Nintendo is. They hate that stuff in general. They don't even like people making fan games. They hate any type of emulation of their properties whatsoever. So this person's about to be sued to all hell at this point. Like, not only did you emulate their software, but you use to make their game look a lot worse than it is. Like that is just insane to me. So. Yeah, this dude better hope and pray that Nintendo don't come after him. But I think they are because this is just ridiculous. And apparently, this was one of the guys who admitted to using a yuzu emulator because that video was shown everywhere on Twitter and social media. And this is the guy. This is his statement. He said he admitted they used it too. So there's been a debate on my thread about whether I'm playing the Nintendo Switch version of Sonic Colors Ultimate. First of all, yes, I am planning on yuzu. Now you all got your answers about that cursor. Are you happy? Though now that this has started something I didn't intend, yeah, you about to get sued. You about to get sued to oblivion. Like what the? Really, when I posted the video, it was so it could be spread around and someone could try and get it on their real Switch to either prove or not my point. The Switch version is a hot mess. Yeah, this is not looking good for this guy because, like I said, Nintendo had to offer refunds for the game. It was almost as bad as the Cyberpunk 2077 situation as for the Switch version. Like this is on other platforms. It's on Xbox and PS4. I believe it's on PC as well. But yeah, that Switch version was looking unplayable from the footage I was seeing. He's a huge part. He's responsible for this. So yeah. And it says, yeah, this person says that person is also 17 years old. Apparently, he really screwed himself. Yeah, Nintendo ain't playing no games with their properties. It's like. They went out to somebody who leaked Pokemon Sword and Shield images early, like who they like leaked images. They went after them. Like I don't think this guy's being spared, especially since they hate any type of emulation whatsoever. If you emulating their products or like having ROM sites, they went after people who have ROM sites as well. So I don't see this guy being spared. Second lawyers right now, they're ready. Okay. Dude, that kid just screwed over the emulation community. He just gave Nintendo ammunition. Yeah, Nintendo already does. They hate the emulation community. So, yeah. Oh, God, OF. One person admitted to using yuzu, but multiple people are still reporting and delivering proof that it can happen on hardware. It's too much of a risk to assume it can never happen on Switch, and I strongly advise to stay away from the Switch port until it's confirmed safe. Yeah, it's like, with this dude faking a video or using emulated software, and then you got this, like, trying to make it look worse than what it actually is, it's like, you have literally damaged the reputation of the Switch port of this game at this point because people don't know if they should buy it. Because I'm pretty sure Sonic Colors Ultimate on the Switch was like the most advertised version. Like I didn't even know it was only I didn't even know it was on all the other platforms besides the Switch. So that was the most advertised version. Now you make it look bad. I was like, you're making their product look bad. That's like a definite lawsuit right there. Here's a few examples. There's speculations that a somewhat red memory leak can lead to this happening, but I'm not sure yet. It's not worth the risk of shrugging this off. And epilepsy is very serious. Yeah, that's like seizure inducing right there. Holy S, they're about to get sued in hell and back. Good lord. Not only is it making the game look bad, but it's making the Switch look bad as well. People are blaming the Switch version running bad on the Switch when it's not the Switch's fault. People are trying to make the game look bad. Okay. They finna be in debt for the next 15 years, I can already tell. Nah, for the rest of their life. Yeah. OS, the ninjas are gonna find that kid. Scratch that, Nintendo Ninjas and the Sega Samurai are gonna find that kid. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a lawsuit. They basically ruined the reputation of Sonic Colors doing this. The worst might not be accurate, but it's still a bad port when I play it on a Switch. So you don't know who to believe now. At this point, I gotta see somebody actually playing a Switch version saying it's a bad. Yo, this is some crazy, man. And that's the thing, like Switch, like Nintendo, they hate these emulations. That's why they keep canceling. They keep canceling all these different Smash Brothers tournaments that's using emulators to play their old games. And it's like, why would you even risk this? It's like Nintendo is not trying to wait from a lawsuit. So that kid life is screwed from this point on. He's 17. They're gonna try this guy as an adult. He is screwed probably for the rest of his life at this point. When they catch this guy, it's just ridiculous. Okay, so this is somebody who's saying they actually have the glitches from the Switch. Yeah, okay. This is actually proof from the Switch. These glitches. So Sonic Colors Ultimate is found on the Switch. That was just someone made up. Uh, okay. That is why Nintendo don't want people to use mods in their games. I understand why now. See what happens when Sega lets it run free. Some of those are real though, maybe, but because of this video is going to be tough to validate and believe other sources. Yeah, you just open a whole can of worms with this nonsense right here. Uh, I knew this had to be fake. I mean, if a game is glitched, then hey, can at least patch it. But I mean, I literally beat the game on my own just to see if it was true, and I personally didn't have any glitches at all. People like this suck, and I always give Sonic a bad rep. I recall Sword and Shield getting glitched up on the same emulator. This doesn't surprise me one bit. Yeah. I'm like, this thing was literally trending on Twitter because how bad this game was running. That's how much attention this guy gave that game. So this might be one of the craziest game stories of the year. Yeah, this is definitely some wild stuff right here. Oh no, two mega rich companies have to contend with refunds, something they should be standard a la Steam anyway. And no, it wasn't all of them. The Switch port is still botched. I don't care if this is a Sonic fan defense reaction or fanboyism in general, but the game is bad. Emulators aren't amazing, even Dolphin as us. Sonic Colors still a S game on every platform still. But how pathetic does a person need to be to actually fake glitches? Like, what do you even get from doing that other than lawsuits? Yeah, like, what do you get from doing that other than, like we said, lawsuits? Because Nintendo is definitely coming at that point. Nintendo or Sega. Probably Nintendo more than likely. How can a 17-year-old kid be so effing dumb? What the hell? Holy effing S. I can't imagine how things will go. Definitely not well. Yeah, I don't see this going well either. And that guy and that kid is yeah, I don't see it going good for that kid at all. LMAO, that's some scummy as S. Bruh, Sega lawyers at this person's door. The memes were going good too. That person is gonna be in deep, deep S. This is wild. Why is this even happening anymore? This is gonna completely destroy the credibility of anyone who actually is or will experience any awful game breaking glitches. Don't fake S like this. All it does is harm the experience of others for nothing more than a bit of clout. Yeah. This is the biggest F around and find out situation I've ever seen, LOL. Another day here. Minors don't deserve rights to be on Twitter. Okay. What MFers do for attention. This is gonna be fun to watch. Yeah. Now soon you're gonna be like maybe a month later gonna seem like so it goes to all the headlines saying kid got sued for running a game on an emulator. I wouldn't be surprised to see that headline within a month from now. One idiot may have ruined emulator for a very long time for people. Yeah. I think they're already pretty strict on emulators, but I think they're gonna be definitely a lot more stricter. Yeah. Some dude may have just effed over a good portion of the emulation community, giving Nintendo ammunition for lawsuits. Nintendo now has proof that it can financially damage them, so props to that FO for effing us over. What people do for clout these days, the glitches were from an emulator, how surprising. And the kid was 17. Nintendo and Sega may have their own reasons to sue him, reasons that might also hurt the entirety of their respective communities going forward. That's not a lawsuit. That's an assassination waiting to happen. Jeez. So the glitches that caused you to hesitate in the game were emulated. I'm amazed the lawsuit isn't already happened. To be honest, yeah. Like you're messing with their money. You messing with their money. That yeah, this is definitely not looking good. Normally I would hate Nintendo to for normally I would hate for Nintendo to do this, but I mean this is one time where I actually I kind of wish to wait what? But I mean this is one time where I actually kind of have to wish for the dude to get a lawsuit because that's effed up. Yeah, I agree. That is effed up. Seriously, the guy did this for S and giggles. New look at the situation he caused. Yet the game still has a lot of bugs and glitches on its own. But now I know it isn't that miserable. But this should never have been blown this. But this never should have been blown this out of proportion. If that's the case. Oh wow, this kid's gonna get sued to hell and back. Yeah, so I'm gonna conclude it right here. But yeah, and a good look for this guy who did this. It's like if Nintendo ain't come, if they ain't came already, they are coming for this guy. I already know it. He's screwed. Yeah, he's screwed for the rest of his life at this point. So don't emulate game. I don't know, man. It's like people who brag about emulating games. I don't care about emulation. I'd rather get the real thing. But yeah, definitely see your thoughts down below about this crazy story right here. Leave a like if you like this video. And as always, thanks for watching and peace.